dig a little deeper, Columbia University study, cousins' chance of genetic disorder is 4 to 7% versus 3 to 4% for non-related couples. There's a part of me that says, okay, although this is not something I would ever be interested in personally, if these two people love each other but hear me out, this is my perspective, I understand, but these two people love each other and the percent chance of a genetic disorder is literally just a few percentage points higher, and the state is going to say, well, you can't have a child or we're going to put you in jail. Where do you draw the line? Because if you are a carrier of a genetic disorder as a parent, the state could theoretically then come in and just say, if you're a parent, period, we're going to throw you in jail for having a kid because you carry a genetic disorder. It's a little bit scary to me when the state starts saying, okay, you're going to jail because you could pass on a genetic disorder, when each and every day we're reproducing and passing on genetic disorders.
That's right.
That's part of, and so I'm not in agreement with this, but I struggle with where states do draw the line.
Yeah, that's a slippery slope argument. I agree with you. But again, there's like a public policy. The statistics are higher, as you guys know better than I do. When there's blood relations, the children have a higher probability of having these disorders. And states do. We as a society have an interest in trying to prevent that.
So how does this play out? And again, I feel terrible now because I'm thinking about this baby, which is going to be born.
Yeah.
And if you could potentially throw the parents in jail for 5 years, then you have a baby without parents. And it's just, regardless of how you feel about it, this baby is going to be born.
It's the baby that's going to suffer.
If everything goes as planned.
And they could make this go away in a number of ways, but they've really made this their cause, right?
Right.
That they're not backing off, that they feel like the law should change.
They're
in
flaunting
Utah.
it. Yeah, I don't think they can get away from it. It doesn't matter if they move to another state. I've heard them make that argument. If you commit a crime in one state, you can't just say, I'll just go to another state. That state can still charge you, they can extradite you, and you will have to submit to that jurisdiction. So I don't see how they're going to escape.
If you're their lawyer, you're saying quiet down too, right? Because I guess they're promoting this very
vocally. They're all over social media, they're all over television, essentially flaunting the fact that they've broken the law. It's a defense attorney's worst nightmare. Can you imagine at the trial or sentencing, trying to ask the judge to sympathize with them or show leniency when they're sort of bragging about the fact?
In the face, and so if this is really about, you know, having a child together and doing it peacefully, you don't feel like that's the behavior that's being shown.
They want the law to change. That's their goal.
It's unlikely.
They started a petition, right? Because they want the law to change so that cousins can be married in Utah.
And it is true that unions between cousins are legal in more than half of states in the U.S. In those states where it's legal to get married, I'm assuming it is then also legal to procreate.
Yeah,
so
but there's exceptions
this
again.
This is purely a Utah phenomenon for this couple, because that's where they theoretically conceived and lived.
Absolutely.
Wow. I mean, so many elements to this.